WVU Medicine, caring for all Mountaineers, including you. Welcome back to the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. We're all set to bring you coverage of Day 3 of the WVSSAC Girls State Basketball Tournament. By the end of the day, we will know the first two teams advancing to Championship Saturday, and we'll have the Class Quad A semifinal field set as well. All four of the Class Quad A quarterfinals will be played today. First on the floor at 9:30, the Morgantown Mohigans, the number 3 seed in the tournament, taking on the number 6 seed, the Cabell Midland Knights. Morgantown is seeking their 5th consecutive trip to Championship Saturday. They have made the state tournament for the 7th year in a row. Morgantown making their way with a different cast of characters after some starters have been lost to injury in both Brenna Nelson and Kaylee Kellogg, but Maddie, Ansel, and Harper Messerly have combined to average 27.5 points a game for the Mohigans this year. Cabell Midland is back at the state level for the first time since 2023, and they are led by Gracie Day, who is averaging just over 18 points per game. At 11:15, the first of the Class A semifinals, St. Mary's taking on Tug Valley. St. Mary's had no trouble with Pocahontas in their opener, winning by the final of 65-28. Laney, Watkins, and Brynnley Bulluck combining for 51 points in that victory. Tug Valley knocked off Greater Beckley Christian by the final of 60-13. 4 Panthers scored in double digits. Bailey Hall had 10 points and 24 rebounds for Tug Valley. At 1 o'clock, it's back to the Class Quad A bracket. The number 2 seed in Parkersburg will take on the number 7 seed in University. Parkersburg, the only team to defeat George Washington this season. They're led by Frances Geist in scoring. She's averaging just over 16 points per contest. And Shepherd signee Kennedy Porter is averaging a double-double, just under 15 points and 13.5 rebounds a contest for her. University High is at the state tournament for the 2nd consecutive year, and they're led by senior Bree Fox, who is averaging 20.5 points per game. At 5:30, we remain in the Class Quad A bracket, the 1 versus 8 matchup. George Washington taking on Washington. GW defeated Washington 51-40 back in early December. GW winning the MSAC Conference Championship, and they're led by a pair of dynamic junior guards in both Brianna Breckenridge and Jeriah Pryor. They've combined to average 37 points per game. Washington is playing in the state tournament for the 4th consecutive year, and they are led by Natalia Holmes in scoring at 15.2 points per game. At 7:15, we have the 2nd Class A semifinal. Gilmer County taking on Ritchie in an all-Little Kanawha Conference matchup. Gilmer defeated Ritchie 46-40 back on February 18th. Gilmer County defeated Webster County 67-19 in the quarterfinal round on Tuesday. Lena Freimeyer leading the way for the Titans. She had 18 points, shooting 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. Ritchie County rallied from 13 points down on Tuesday night to defeat Tucker County by the final of 38-34. And then at 9 o'clock, it's the 4 versus 5 matchup in Class Quad A, the last of the 16 quarterfinal matchups. Martinsburg, the number 4 seed, taking on the number 5 seed in Parkersburg South. Martinsburg has won 14 consecutive games en route to the state tournament. They are playing at the state level for the first time since 2021. They've made their way with balance. 5 different Bulldogs averaging between 7 and 10 points per game. Parkersburg South is at the state tournament for the first time since 2018, and they own a pair of victories over the number 2 seed, their city rivals from Parkersburg, Lindsay Logston, leading the way for the Patriots at 19 points per game. Stay tuned to WVMetronews.com for the tournament brackets and all the coverage you need.